Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dinda Pratiwi. I'm from 5I class, and here I want to review and recommend the fairy tale book. The title is The Little Prince by the Antoine de Saint-Exupery, and I found this book on this internet, so I have a PDF from this book. I found it while working my task on a literature course last semester, and this is a little review from me about this book and why I recommend this book. The title is The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupery. The number of pages, there are 19 pages, published on June 29, 2000 by Hardcore ENC. First published on April 6, 1943. Original language is French, but I read the book in English edition translated by Catherine Wood. The original title is Le Petit Prince, and character list there are the Little Prince, the narrator or the pilot, the rose, the fox, and the snake. And here the little synopsis of this very book. The story began with the narrator introduced himself, who learned when he was a child that adults lack imagination and understanding. The narrator's intention is to draw a snake eating an elephant, but it is different from the adult eyes. Adults think of it as a head, not a snake eat elephant. And a few years later, the narrator knows a pilot who got into an accident at desert. He meets a little prince that the boy is from a very small planet, B612. In the following days, the pilot learned the history of the little prince and his planet-hopping journey, where he meets a king, a conceited man, businessman, historian man, and a general, until the little prince comes to the earth. The little prince knows the secret of the importance of life from fox, snakes, the narrator or the pilot. With clear yet profound language, the little prince has brought the pilot back to reflect on his existence in the world as an adult. In the end, he understood that the most important things in life are not always visible to the eye, but can always be seen with the heart. My comment after read this book is I love the stories, and the way they are told in fairy tales is full of meaning. Fantastic children fairy tales on the one hand, which also contain profound reflection on adult life and human nature on the other hand. Depending on who read it, children or adult, is the point of view is different. Antoine shows siding with children who, according to him, have a good imagination and more extraordinary insight in understanding life. This can be seen when Antoine began his story with his childhood memories, where he draws a snake that ate an elephant. When he showed the adult his drawing, they literally took it is a head, not the elephant. He was teased because he imagined it too far. I recommend this book because The Little Prince fairy tale has captivated people all over the world with this story that 145 million books are printed in many language editions. This book is also for all age. Not only that, this book is filled with illustration in the form of interesting picture and also the beautiful color typical of fairy tale book. The story itself is full of fantasies typical of children, but contain messages that hit adult heart. One of the adult oddities that the book The Little Prince alludes to is how adults get so hung up on numbers. Adults only think of number as an indicator of success regardless of the good stuff they take for granted in the process. And most importantly, adults sometimes forget that something beautiful is not only visible to the eye, but to the heart. And now this book has been filmed around 2015 with the same title, The Little Prince. So for those of you who are curious about the satire aimed to the adult in this book, you can read this book. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.